Yes, students, you might have studied the various conditions to establish the molecular orbitals. Three essential conditions are there to form the molecular orbital. Number one, combining atomic orbitals should be of same or similar energy. It is very important one. Number two, combining atomic orbitals should be of same symmetry. Exactly symmetry means what? That concept you will come to know now. Till that, x orbital, y orbital, symmetric along x axis, y axis, likewise we are considering. No, that is not the only understanding of this symmetry concept. Symmetry concept means related to this point group, related to this scatter table, related to the molecular notations. So what exactly it is that we are going to study, and in order to consider this symmetry concept, one principle was there, and the name of that principle was, yes, LCAO, linear combination of atomic orbitals. So what it is that we are going to learn. And third condition was there should be appreciable overlap. So about the second condition we are working now, provided all other conditions are fulfilled. Let us understand the formation of water molecule with the help of LCAO principle, linear combination of atomic orbitals. In true sense, the peripheral atoms, that's hydrogen, they form a group. What will the symmetry of that group? That idea we can get on the basis of reducible representation. After reduction, we will get irreducible representations, and those irreducible representation will represent symmetry of those LCAOs, and those LCAOs will combine with the respective orbitals of central atom, provided they have same symmetry. The concept will be clear to you. Let us study it one by one.
It's our representation of point group C2V. Four operations are there. And what is reducible representation? 2, 0, 2, 0. How did we obtain that? By bond vector method. I discussed that method in detail in previous videos. That reducible representation can be reduced in two parts. One is A1 and other is B1. That A1 and B1, these are the irreducible representations obtained from group orbitals of hydrogens, and those are LCAOs. So symmetries of the LCAOs from group orbitals of hydrogen means peripheral atom is A1 and B1. In other way, how can I represent? See, two hydrogen atoms. So two possibilities are there. Both wave functions are same, and other possibility, both wave functions are different. See the first row of the diagrams, where left side at the beginning I represented, that's a positive phase of the hydrogen. Right side, that's a negative phase. Positive phase by white color and negative phase by means of gray color. If I perform identity operation on it, there will be no change in the wave function or the wave phase. So we have to give 1 mark. If I perform C2 operation, means if I rotate it by 180 degree, we will find positive phase will go at the place of negative and negative will come to the place of positive. It is antisymmetric, -1 mark. Then sigma xz operation is a molecular plane operation. The positions of wave function will not change, so symmetric, 1 mark. Sigma yz operation, wave functions are changing the position, antisymmetric, so -1 mark. So whatever the unlike wave function combination, that possibility, it represents B1 symmetry that by reduction formula we have obtained. See the other possibility, both wave functions are same, and if I perform identity, no change, C2 no change, sigma xz no change, sigma yz no change. What does it mean? Which kind of irreducible representation it is? It is A1. Yes, and the same representation as irreducible representation in a reducible representation we have obtained. Means a reduction formula and this is treatment. Both approaches are giving the same results. Because of this approach, a concept will become more clear. Therefore, the wave phases are represented. It is a case of group orbitals of hydrogen. What about orbitals present at oxygen? Then we have to consider outermost orbitals. Which orbital can I consider? S and P orbitals. Means S, Px, Py and Pz. One by one let me talk. The S orbital, which is represented at bottom. It has only one phase, say positive phase. Perform identity operation, no change. C2, no change. Sigma xz, no change. Sigma yz, no change. So 1, 1, 1, 1 is a representation for that s orbital, and it is the A1 irreducible representation. So in the team of oxygen, player is there wearing jersey of A1. If I come across PZ orbital and perform the various operation, then as is the case for s orbital, everywhere we will find it is symmetric. So it will be the second case of A1 irreducible representation. So we have found now second player in the team of oxygen which has symmetry A1, or it is a A1 irreducible representation. Come to the px orbital. Let me consider left side lobe is positive, right side lobe is negative. Perform identity, no change. Perform C2, yes, it is antisymmetric, so -1. Sigma xz, symmetric, so 1. Sigma yz, antisymmetric, -1. So which kind of irreducible representation it is? Yes, it is a B1. So we found now third player in the team of oxygen who is wearing B1 jersey. Now let us see the fourth player, which is the py orbital, positive lobe. Let me consider which is pointing towards us, and negative lobe, of course, which is away from us. Perform identity operation, no change. C2, antisymmetric, so -1. Sigma xz, antisymmetric, so -1. Sigma yz, symmetric, so 1. 1, -1, -1, 1. This represents which irreducible representation? Yes, it's a B2. 4 players in the oxygen are A1, A1, B1 and B2, means 2 players are wearing same jersey, that's a A1. While the opposite team, that's a team of hydrogens. And in the team of hydrogen, only 2 players are there. Which are those? A1 and B1. As per the basis of molecular orbital theory, combining atomic orbitals should be of same symmetry. Here I am underlining the word symmetry. From team of hydrogen, if a A1 player enters in the core, then oxygen can send which players to interact? Yes, 2 A1 players are there, both will be sent. So 2 players from oxygen and 1 player from hydrogen. In other words, 2 orbitals from oxygen and 1 orbital from group of the hydrogens. Total 3 orbitals are combining. Again, as per the basis of molecular orbital theory, if 3 orbitals are interacting, 3 molecular orbitals will be result. 1 bonding, 1 non-bonding and an anti-bonding. See now the diagram. By means of sky blue color, I represented A1 orbital from oxygen. That's a 2s orbital and 2pz orbital. And from the team of the hydrogen, A1 and B1, these 2 players are there. One will be of low energy, one will be of higher energy. More symmetric orbital will be of low energy. So A1 orbital is of low energy, and that A1 symmetric orbital will combine with A1 symmetric orbitals from oxygen. So 1 by 1 C. 2s orbital, there how many lines are coming? 3 lines are coming, because we are considering interaction between 2s orbital and 2pz orbital of oxygen and group orbital from hydrogen which has A1 symmetry. Lowest generated orbital 2A1. Now question you will be with, is the first orbital. Why are you representing 2A1? See here, all orbitals are not represented. Oxygen has 1s orbital, and that 1s orbital also has the A1 symmetry. It is a part of the molecule. Let it be the non-bonding orbital, but we have to label that as per Mulliken's guidelines. That orbital will be 1A1. And now first orbital which has A1 symmetry will be 2A1, and its wave function I represented it by psi1, which is produced by interaction of the wave functions from oxygen, that's a 2s orbital, and hydrogen, that's a A1. One more thing you have to note, this 2A1 orbital not solely belongs to or obtained because of 2s. The 2pz orbital also has a contribution for that. It's an interesting thing in molecular orbital theory. Whichever the suitable orbitals are there, all do interact, and produces various molecular orbitals. After this 2a1 orbital, come to the 3a1. I am representing it by third wave function, that's a psi 3. It is produced by again interaction of all orbitals of symmetry a1, means 2 orbitals from oxygen and 1 orbital from hydrogen. Therefore, you will find at 3a1 again total 3 lines are coming, one from 2s, one from 2pz, and one from one of the group orbital from hydrogen which has a1 symmetry. And if you observe it neatly, it is nearly non-bonding orbital. And see the 4a1 orbital, which is anti-bonding orbital generated due to the 2s, 2p, and a1 symmetry orbital from group of the hydrogens. So these 3 molecular orbitals we discussed. Similarly, B1 player from group of the hydrogen can interact with B1 player from the oxygen, and that B1 player is none other than 2px orbital. So 2px orbital from the oxygen will interact with the group orbitals of hydrogen which has B1 symmetry to produce one bonding orbital, that's a 1b1. It's a first orbital of the B1 category, therefore 1b1. 2b1 because it is a second orbital of the V1 category. And what are the wave functions? Psi 2 and psi 6. So total from psi 1 to psi 6, these are the 6 wave functions for various molecular orbitals right from 2a1 to 2b1. What is the energy sequence? 2a1, 1b1, 3a1, 1b2, 4a1, then 2b1. It's a MO diagram for water molecule. Means how symmetric interaction occurs. Now the concept may be clear to you. It is after all application of mathematics, application of group theory to the chemistry. Pictorial presentation of various molecular orbital is to the right side. I hope this MO diagram for water molecule is clear to you. Let us see in next part other molecule.
One interesting question as a homework for you. Question is not so simple, keep in mind. My question is, you have to write the number of orbitals at oxygen which have A1 symmetry. One hint I give it to you. Only I discuss outermost orbitals. You have to consider all orbitals in the oxygen where electrons do exist. And out of those orbitals, which orbitals have A1 symmetry, that you have to find out and write that number in the comment box. I am waiting for your answer.